I've been a photographer all my life pretty much. I started when I was about 7 with one of those 110 Instamatic kind of cameras. Got a real camera when I was about 15, Nikon from the 60s, and shot with that for many, many years. Switched over to pinhole, which is what I focus on right now, about 10 years ago, and really have started focusing on creating pictures that people want to look at, and started writing about them about a year ago. Both the process of pinhole and the process I go through to take the pictures themselves, and where I'm taking the pictures, why I'm taking the pictures. I'm looking to try and give a different perspective, things that we see every day, the idea of stopping and smelling the roses. With pinhole though, you can't really capture a moment. You know, that's a big part of photography, is catching, you know, a sports shot right as the ball's being caught. Pinhole, you can't do that. Each shot takes usually at least a second, often will take a couple of minutes. I took some yesterday that took 2 hours. So the idea of capturing a moment is almost impossible for me. So it's really more about showing a viewpoint that you may walk by every day but don't even notice. You know, I've been struggling with this idea of what I'm trying to do. You know, there's one concern that it's narcissistic. You know, am I just wanting to get noticed, known? A big part of what I'm trying to do is teach people about what I do and why I do it. You know, I don't expect to ever make money off of this, but I don't need to. I've got a really good job. I make plenty of money. So what I'm doing now is just shooting and making usually pretty good pictures and sharing it with people, and hopefully they'll like it. And you know, with RAW, it allows me to, I'm excited, you know, because I get to show not just, you know, the 20 or 30 people who look at my blog, but hopefully a few hundred people. And I will actually hopefully get to talk to them about pinhole photography and what it is, and get them a little interested in it. You know, I don't have a portfolio per se. Again, this isn't, you know, I'm not trying to get into galleries necessarily. I don't have a portfolio. But I do have somewhere between 30 and 50 pieces. I've picked 30 of those that I think are solid and cover a wide array of things. There's architectural type shots, you know, which are really, really nice, but then I also have a few that play with motion. I took a series recently at the fair that turned out really, really well with motion of the rides, and I'm really, you know, I'm excited about showing those off. So yeah, it's a little bit of everything. It's an eclectic mix, but one that I think most people will find pleasing. I submitted just on a whim. You know, a friend of mine was in last month's show, and I was like, you know, I should try that. And I was stunned and happy that you guys contacted me. And looking at what you're doing, I think it's important to showcase people who are up and coming. And I like the aspect of not just showcasing one type of art, but actually having many different types of art in one location for people to experiment. It's like, you know, going to a beer festival or a wine festival. You know, you're not just tasting 1 or 2 wines, you're tasting, you know, 20 different wines in this case, and I like that. My name is Herschel Pollard, and I'm a RAW artist.